those from the Art Institute bookstore.
I love it.
Cool.
We had seen them years ago and thought, okay, we'd love to have those, but that's obscene what they cost. Piss on it. We bought them, you know. But those are exact replicas of the two outside the front doors.
Outstanding.
Yeah, this locomotive here is very unusual. If you look at it from the front here, you see that the boiler's a little offset. It's set that way. And usually you have the cylinders here, and the drive wheels are here. Here, the cylinders are here, and it's like a crankshaft on a car. And they gear them. The wheels are actually geared. And so this locomotive was built for light track, very low speeds. It was really a logging railroad locomotive. Oh. And the company that pioneered this was called Shay. And Shay was out of Lima, Ohio.
Huh.
And actually, in fact, the locomotive company became Lima Locomotive Works.
Oh, okay.
And so that's what all the wheels are geared, even under the tender.
Wow.
So typically, a locomotive on an actual railroad can't manage a grade and pull a train anything over 3%. 3% grade.
Now you know what.
Right.
So
Yeah.
350.
That's not a very
Right.
fine.
Right. I know.
3%.
But this will pull a load up 9%.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was really and it doesn't tear the track up because the other ones, when they come down, if you look at the counterbalance on the wheel where the main rods are, they're huge. They still pound the rail. This doesn't do any of that. It's just smooth, kind of like an automobile would do it.
Okay.
In fact, there's a place called Roaring Camp Lumber Company in California, and one of the places. This is a few years ago. We flew out to San Diego, rented a car to drive up Highway 1.
Oh, sweet.
And one of the places we stopped was at Roaring Camp, and we rode a Shay just like this one.
Oh, wow.
Was a guess. Now, I probably told you that I went to Ely, Nevada, and operated a steam locomotive.
Oh, yeah, right.
I mean, it's awesome. I mean, man, you pull back on that throttle and you can see the stack just getting dark. It's just drawn out of that fire. You can hear it roaring. Everything's smoking and steaming, and it's just a beast, Just a beast.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Now, I'm used to, you've taught me on the others how it's a 2-4-2.
Right.
What would you call this?
This really violates all that.
Okay.
You'd have to use what they use on diesel locomotives. And this would actually be a BBB.
Okay.
Yeah. Diesels are weird, but it's a whole different combination.
Yeah.
The typical diesel locomotive that we're used to when we were kids, they're BB setups. In other words, that means that there are two wheels on each wheel assembly, and they both drive.
Okay.
So it's a BB. Now, if you had three wheels, it would be a C, if they all were powered.
Okay.
If there were three and one wasn't powered, like the center one, it would be an A1A.
Huh.
Because it's an idler axle. If you have the idle axle in front, it would be a 1B. So it's a crazy deal, but
Okay.
But that's a special locomotive for logging.
Okay.
Lima was famous for that. They later on got into big time into large locomotives. In fact, they perfected a class of locomotive called a Berkshire, and that's a 284. One of the most versatile locomotives that they ever developed. And many railroads use them. In fact, the Nickel Plate Road, which ran through Ohio and Indiana, and Illinois, they almost exclusively used Berkshires to pull fast freight. Nickel Plate was one of those railroads. In fact, its motto was, as fast as safety will allow. So they would haul freight at 60, 70 miles an hour. While
Wow.
other places were called freight drags, and they would go 20, 25 miles an hour.
Oh.
Not the Nickel Plate, it was fast freight. From New York to Chicago, they get it there in a day.
Wow.
They were
Whoa.
flying. Yeah.
Wow.
16 hours. But,
Oh man.
yeah, well, in fact, if you remember, I called you up not too long ago and told you that there was a train leaving Fort Wayne, Indiana, and going to Joliet and then up to Chicago.
Yeah.
It's a Lima, Berkshire.
Oh wow.
It's the 465.
Wow.
Yeah, they're beautiful locomotives. One of my favorites. So that's why it's a weird looking locomotive.
Yeah.
Hmm.
They're